What's up, everybody? Tiffany Outdoors here, and today I'm with Joe of My Things to Do.
Hi, everyone.
Today we're going to be working on a mealworm farm. Stay tuned.
Superworm farm.
A super mealworm farm. Superworm mealworm farm. Superworm mealworm farm. That's a lot of worm.
It is a lot of worm.
Super meal.
We're going to make a lot of worms.
But they're super mealworms.
They're super mealworms.
Stay tuned.
They're not just regular worms, they're super worms.
Super. They got little capes on them and everything. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Hi, Boo.
Alright, so those of you that have been following me for a while know that I used to have a mealworm farm, and I also bred crickets, which I don't have crickets anymore, but we're going to start back up on the mealworms. And let me show you this. This right here is just a regular 3-drawer little container system. You get them at Walmart. So the top one has the mesh in it. So what you do is you cut it out, put you a screen door mesh on there, and hot glue it from the middle. from the top. You can hot glue it there. And I may have to repair this. Okay, I'm gonna have to repair this shell because it's coming up. You don't want the worms to be able to escape through there. So we're gonna repair this right quick, and then the other 2 drawers, no holes in those. So let's go ahead and repair this right quick, and then we'll be back to you. Alright, so we made our repair, and so the top end with the mesh is going to have the beetles that are going to breed. The eggs will drop down through the mesh into the second bin where we're going to put some quick oats. Just pick those up from the Dollar Tree. We'll put down, let's do that 1 layer for now.
Okay.
And then we went to a reptile show yesterday and got a pretty good deal, I thought, on 1,000 superworms, and it came with a bin and some superworm chow, which is nothing but oat bran. You can get a 50-pound bag of oat bran at most feed stores for less than $10, but all 3 of these together was like $30. So that was a good deal.
Where does this go?
That you could put in with the oatmeal, but don't put all of it. You can put just some of it. And you guys, since we're going to want to try and breed these things, we're going to also have a smaller setup here. We're going to try and do some breeders in here first, just to see how it goes. So we're going to put probably about 200 worms in that, and then the other 800 or whatever's left over in here. So
that minus what we keep out for them to eat today.
Yes.
Is that enough?
So, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
So got some oat bran in the bottom there, and Joe is going to open up the worms. We're going to set them up on top of here.
All right.
Get you guys in close. Oh yes.
Wow! Look at those. They're not little. These are nice size.
There are a lot in there.
Get down, get down, get down. Quit trying to escape.
All right.
Quit trying to escape.
Sweet.
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead
Oh, look,
and
they even
take.
had food already.
Yeah, they usually put potato in there for moisture.
Ah, that's
And
cool. That potato's gone.
Yeah, check that. Yeah,
Alright,
so
so-
to the side. So you can take this whole egg cart here and dump it in the prepared bin down there.
All right, let me
Try not
be
to spill
careful.
them.
Yeah, because they're on the sides and everything.
And we'll get that potato out in a minute. There you go. Yeah,
Oops.
that's okay. We'll get
I
them.
know I heard somebody dropping to the ground.
There you go. Put that whole thing in there.
Just put the whole thing in like this?
Yep. And what they'll do is they like to hide in that there. A lot of times they'll be underneath it. So whenever you're looking for them and you can't find any, they'll be underneath. So, there we go. Yeah. A potato.
He doesn't want to come out. Alright, I think I got him out. Wow, they made a hole in that.
Yeah, all dried up. Okay, so we'll take the remaining that's in there, and what we want to do is...
Oh, is this some of the...
That's
egg
from
crates?
them. Yeah, that's from them chewing up the egg crates.
Wow.
See, they'll chew on that too
Okay,
sometimes.
Get down.
Alright, so...
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Trying to escape. Finding any which way to escape.
Alright, so let's take them and put them in that bin.
Okay.
We'll shake everything off and put them in that bin. Yeah.
Well,
Chuck that out.
They didn't go through the hole through that like they did the other.
Chuck that out.
Alright.
And since this egg crate is not going to fit in there, we're going to have to tear that egg crate up to have it fit in our mini bin.
Alright.
So you can pick that whole thing up and we'll dump the rest in the green bin.
Just spun off the sides again.
There you go. And there's tons.
Wow,
Tons
look
down
at
there.
that. They are just like tons of them down there.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
Oh.
kicking up a lot of dust.
It sure is, isn't it? Okay, look, I am not scared of worms. I fish with them and everything else, but I felt something touch touched my thumb.
Oh, God.
I didn't know what it was. Duh.
Just a
it's
mealworm?
Just a worm.
Okay. Got that clean off both sides. We'll set that right there. Go ahead and pour the rest of those in this green bin.
Alright.
Now, I really would like to get that dust out. Not have as much of that dust, but it's okay. I think you got
Yeah,
them all.
I think I got them.
All right.
I
So
love how they were packaged with
the mesh.
the mesh
Yeah.
right there too.
A lot of times in the winter times they'll send it with a heat pack in there. So boy, y'all, that's a ton of super mealworms.
It sure
That's
is.
a lot.
I can pull out some of this.
Yeah, pull out the fluff.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of want to get that out of there. I don't know why, it just bugs me. I don't like it in there. So now we can use the large one as the breeder containers, or we can use the smaller one as the breeder containers, or use the smaller one for the feeder container. We'll still do the setup the same just in case we get pupae, but
Now, why are some of these albino?
okay, they'll shed their skin.
Oh.
As they grow, they'll shed the skin and then they'll be white and soft like that. Let me zoom in, you guys, and show you exactly which one she's talking about.
This little guy right here.
Yeah, there's one that's super white. You see that one right there? That's really white compared to the one next to it. That one has shed its skin. That means it just grew. And they shed their skins, kind of like snakes. They'll do that.
So it's just made itself into a worm. It's not going to. That's not making it into a beetle right now, right?
No. When it turns into a pupae, which looks like the little alien thing.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes. Those are the ones that turn into the beetles.
I remember that.
Okay, so I feel like we've got way more than enough to start either feeder or breeder. Which would you prefer?
Let's do a little of both, because I need some to go ahead and feed the dragons with now, and I definitely these guys in there, they're for breeding, right?
Yeah, we can use this, the big
Wow.
one for the breeders, or we can use that for the feeders. I was thinking, you know, you don't want to use all of them for feeders or
No,
breeders? You want
no.
to use some to feed?
Yeah.
So, do you want to use this to feed or breed?
Let's feed.
Okay, so this will be our feeders. Okay, so let's take the feeders and put them in the smaller one and leave the breeders in the big one then.
All right, that works for me.
Okay, so we'll set up this small one. Alright, so these guys are done for now. We'll throw some carrot in there for moisture. Let's go ahead and do that just in case these guys are like really thirsty, which they probably are being that potato is dried out.
How many carrots should I get?
Bring 4. Have some 4 baby carrots because these guys are pretty big. They'll probably go through that pretty quick. I'm just going to throw one in each corner and they'll sense some moisture and go for it.
Nice.
Alright, and there we go. Okay, so got 4 carrots in there. That drawer is done. We're going to close this up and they'll be fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back every 3 to 4 days to check for pupa. Now if we have pupa, we can put them in the bottom drawer where they could pupate, turn into beetles. Once they turn into beetles, we'll take them out of the bottom drawer and put them in the top drawer.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how that's going to rotate until you get so many worms in the middle drawer that you have to switch it out with the bottom drawer. I've had that. I've had to do that. All right.
That's pretty cool. And we're going to use this in there? Or
Yeah, we can use that one since that one's still in pretty good shape. So we'll take oatmeal, put the oatmeal in there. I'm going to check the screen on this. We had to repair the screen on that first one to make sure this is not got any gaps in it. It's still in good.
Do you want all the oatmeal or some of the oatmeal?
You can just put some of the oatmeal since these are our feeders. So that's in good shape. You guys see, when you cut out the bottom, you want to make sure you leave a lip around there, around the outside there. Okay. Uh-oh. I think that's good. I'll spread that out. Throw some of that wheat bran in there. And they'll eat this down over time.
I was going to say they eat both, don't they?
Yeah. And over time it'll start disappearing. You just add more. Alright, and throw you some baby carrots in there. Put one in each corner. And the carrots you'll add as needed. So when the carrots are dried out or gone or totally consumed, just throw some more in there. It helps hydrate them and gut load them. The worst thing you want to do is get that substrate soaking wet. You don't want that. That will cause mold. Do not want mold in there. I'll just throw one in each corner. There we go. Boom. That'll also help spread them out too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll take some of this egg crate and tear it up into small pieces so it'll fit in there. Yeah, there you go. And you gotta be careful with your egg crate placement in these smaller ones because if you have it on the edge, they can possibly crawl out. And then you have mealworms all over the place. So that's good right there. And then go ahead and dump them in. Actually, we'll do this. We'll set this on top. And pour them in. And this is the feeder colony.
So these are the ones I'm going to take out to feed the dragons with.
Yes.
And boy, they're pretty good size, so they're not going to eat that many of them. They'll probably eat about 5 or 6 of them each.
Okay. She went to go get her largest bearded dragon. His name is Aracor, which is Falcor and Aragon. The two names smashed together. Aracor. So these guys are going to disappear underneath this pretty quickly. Now that they know they have somewhere to hide, they'll dive down in there and hide, which is good. Pick out some of that more of this fluff that they chewed up. Obviously they were hungry because they didn't have any substrate or anything to eat in there. So they started eating the cardboard egg crate. And now we got some food in there, and they'll eat that instead of the crate.
I'm not going to come too close because if he sees the worms, he's going to go like, what? Wait, dinner.
All right, there's Ericor.
Yeah, see, he's not too big. He's a few years old.
Oh, he sees them.
Oh, God, he sees them. Okay, let's go back to your
Oh, boy, he's turning his eye so hard.
Let's go back to your room and I'll...
Y'all, his eye was way back that way. He was looking so hard at them things he could see them. Oh yes, they're doing their thing. They're getting all underneath that cardboard and stuff. Yeah, they're diving down, which is what they like to do anyway. They'll hide out in there, and then Jo can come in and pick out whatever she needs. And it's also easier to harvest them off of these little cardboard pieces because a lot of times they'll crawl underneath and there's no substrate. So you can just pick up the little egg crate, boom, 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 knock it off into your feeder tube, put your calcium stuff on there, and then feed them out. So
that's exactly what I have in here now.
yeah, there you go.
Got the calcium.
There's her feeding tube.
With calcium already in there.
Wait, hang on. Here.
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't find you. I was zooming the wrong way. Yeah, there's that little tube there I was telling you about. So
I got the calcium already down in there.
okay.
I use these to pick up the worms because I just don't want to handle them too much since they are food. 3. What I do is I shake them around.
Get them coated.
Yeah, can you... Let me bring some of them to the front. Can you see that they're coated?
Hang on, I gotta zoom in. It won't zoom in, but yeah, they'll be coated. They'll be white, and then she'll feed that to the lizards.
Yep.
Which, let's go check that out. I wasn't recording.
Well, Eric was down to 1 worm now.
I forgot to hit the record button, y'all. We're sitting here talking to y'all, going on.
Explaining why he has a large bowl.
But anyway, when he's hungry and wants more food, he'll knock that bowl around. I've seen him do it. It was funny. So he's eaten, what, 4?
He's had 5 of them.
He's at 5. There's one more in the dish. He might be full.
He might be full.
He's probably done.
I think he is.
Wait a minute.
He's looking at it. He goes, wait a minute, something moved. Oh, gotta get it. Yep, there it goes.
And he's got it. Okay.
Now he's done.
There we go. So up next is Iggy, which is the not so friendly dragon. So she's a little bit different. All right, let's watch her eat.
Come on, Iggy.
There's Iggy.
Iggy, look. You know what this is. Come on. Yeah, come here. Look what I got. They're in there. You want to come get them?
Iggy's funny. She doesn't like to eat when anybody's watching her.
Yeah.
She'll be in one spot, you peek, and then when you're not looking, she'll move to another spot. It's so funny. All right, there's her worms. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to leave this on record, and we're going to walk out of here and...
Yes, because she will sit there and wait for us to leave.
yeah. Double. Yeah, girl. Alright, so these guys are all set up. These are going to be the ones that she feeds from. So, there we go. That is done.
Really easy.
Real easy setup once you have your bins and everything cut out and the mesh underneath the bottom. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the comments down below and I'll answer them. So as this progresses, I will keep you guys updated on things that work and things that don't work. If you have, like I said, if you have any questions, put it in the comments below and I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge and ability. And So it's going to be interesting. Now, the superworms, for which are notoriously difficult to breed, if these don't work out, we'll just go back to the regular size mealworms, which I know are very easy to breed. I was very successful with those before, and I had no troubles or issues breeding those. So, any thoughts, questions, or anything that you have?
I don't really have any questions right now on this because I did watch you do the regular size mealworms. The thing that I'm really hoping for is, feeding bearded dragons is not cheap. It's expensive, especially when they love live food. I tried freeze-dried mealworms. I tried freeze-dried crickets. If it doesn't move, they don't want it. They will stare at it and wait for it to move. So, if you have bearded dragons, you already know how expensive it can be to feed them. This I'm hoping to use during the winter time to feed, and Tiffany helped me with a BSF build that you will be able to see come spring. And I'm hoping that will feed them throughout spring and summer, to where I'm not spending as much money on buying food for these guys. And with us breeding them, I know they're eating healthy.
Exactly. You know what you're feeding them? We feed, I think those are organic carrots.
Yes.
The oatmeal's not, and the oat bran is not organic, but we know what we put in there. We know what's in there, so we can gut load them ourselves, and we know that they're nutritious when we get them and not eating egg crate like these guys were. They're a little bit hungry. So, like I said, we'll keep you guys updated on this.
Bye!
Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.